For I might need this. In fact, on election during 2 weeks early election, trust me, if it is raining, I will have this out here.
They were with.
Because they're going to turn and look, and I'm going.
In the middle of Ring Around the Belly and the floaties, they were sold out.
I'm not sure that ring frog fish.
As
I
Michael,
was afraid you would think it was a ring.
as Michael LeBron would tell you, as we've discussed business and significant roadside attractions, if you blend into the landscape, you're probably eventually going to get ignored, and next thing you know, you can have this great deal or special price, and they won't even notice it because you don't blend it into the landscape. So you have to be significantly different off and on, and turn things on, turn them off, and have little blow-up things, and you know. We've all seen the psychology videos where a gorilla walks through the background. Well, I assure you that a certain Chevrolet dealership probably has a gorilla up there. If he leaves it up there a lot, people eventually forget that it's a gorilla up there, and they might very well change it to a Santa Claus and not even notice it because they quit looking. You got to train people to turn and look to see what the differences are. So, if it does rain, I'm sure we'll have something significant to draw their attention with to say. I was thinking about having a sign made up that says free hugs. Let Terry hold up the sign.
That just might be appropriate.
Let Terry hold up the sign that says no free beer here.
And did you pay people to hug you?
Campaign donations are campaign donations.
No, you pay them to hug you.
I pay them to hug.
Yeah. I'll get you a throne and
I
everything.
think there is an Arkansas statute in there somewhere that talks about paying somebody for that sort of thing. I'll have to get back to you on that.
We'll bring that back up again later. We'll table that for now.
Yeah. So, how many of you have learned something tonight before the storm hits and the lights go out? How many of you learned something tonight about me that you didn't know already?
You're honoring?
I know that the lights are gonna go out.
Let's see if you're afraid of her.
I think everybody's got the gist of what tonight was about, and that is, back to what I was saying earlier, we've got a national issue going right now. I am in this for we the people, and that includes everybody. And if there's a problem somewhere, I'm not going to ask.
But he's on the other side.
You know, what group are we in this for? Or I'm just going to jump in and help out where I can. We the people. Yes.
Same here. You take care of him.
This is not about going to the state capitol and doing work and then going back to a job. This is about being your voice and your representative. I'm going to try to tactfully address something that I've experienced today. And I don't know how to dance around the subject, but there are certain things that happen in this community that should not happen. If I go to Terry Sansing and I say, Alderman Sansing, we have a problem and I'm calling upon you to solve this problem, I would expect Terry Sansing as city councilman to diplomatically find a solution to that problem. And whenever me being what I like to consider the problem-solving candidate goes to someone who now I need help with because I'm trying to solve a very, very, very small problem. And I'll say this, the problem is so small I can fit it in my pocket. It's very frustrating to think that, well, we can't do that. Draw your own parallels to any kind of thing that I might have just described, to any problem you've tried to solve, it being so small and insignificant that if someone cannot see the importance of solving that problem, it hurts to think that I'm the only one interested in solving a very small problem when it is so easy to solve, and hearing people dance around excuses for not being able to meet a request. Remember, I'm not trying to embarrass anybody, but I want you to understand I'm the guy that's sticking the neck out for you folks. I'm not just going back to my office. So when you're out there on that street corner or out there visiting with a neighbor, you can tell them about these things. Remember, this is a sales team meeting, and I am the product, and you're out there selling the product to your family and friends. This is not I want your vote, because I've already got your vote, you're already here. I need more votes. This is about jumping that chasm that Simon Sinek talks about to get that critical mass in the middle of that bell curve that we've talked about in meetings before, to get those folks to voting for this candidate. And trust me, if you're following Jan and you're not noticing everything that's going on in this community, what was the comment I made on Facebook? Some things are so obvious, I think it's still out there somewhere. You'd have to be a fool not to notice. We've got a festival getting ready to happen over here on the Towers ground in Worley's place across the street. If you're not paying attention, especially on Facebook, you have to be a fool not to notice that event. Again, that's why that group was created, is to bring publicity to such events, not sit around and fuss and fight. But so, take it since the lights hasn't flickered in the last 10 seconds. Does anybody have any questions about anything coming up in the future? And if you're looking at your timeline like I am, we're going to be getting some signs here pretty quick, Jerry. Pay attention.
Yeah.
I got it. Wait a minute, think about this chicken.
Is
I was asking where my cookies were tonight. I've been working so hard here lately, I didn't even have time to bring Oreo cookies. I don't know what that means, but it's not going to mean we're not going to win this election.
I knew that'd be Jerry's question.
Where's my Oreo cookie? Yeah.
Are you gonna wear the rose when you go down? When you go down?
I was thinking about wearing some bloomers, but
When
it's like
you
me, you brought the bloomers for me.
Splish splash?
I will wear,
Oh,
within reason, anything that you folks want me to wear.
no! Somebody, and I can't tell you who, but somebody was making the Speedos comment, and I said, oh, don't give us a visual.
Man, that was Dustin Oaks.
I can wear long sleeve shirts and long pants. On a serious note, for some of you who wonder why all of a sudden did you preach out of the Bible tonight, I just felt that scripture was appropriate. I've been wanting to talk about this subject for a long time now. On another note, Dove